driver.
How are you doing, Kara? Good evening. And also out of you out there. Right. Let's first do the daily thing. Get out of this place. Change the camera, move over, put the radio off. All those things that never will save in this game. Open camera, music player, music off. Okay, there we go. Let's see what's going on. Good evening, Accent. What's going on in the summit? Are we still good there? I haven't checked that thing since last Wednesday. It ends in 6 hours. We're in 1100, yeah. We need top 15,000. That should not be something we need to worry about. Let's have a look. 50 points we need. 50 points and then another 600. 650 points to get to legend. Will not happen today probably. We'll see how good or how bad the lobbies are. We'll play for an hour or two, maybe 3, we'll see. I call it an episode because I might put it on my TCM series on YouTube tomorrow, and then later on we'll probably record an episode of Escape from Tarkov. Some guy in a Red Bull. Never take a Red Bull when it's pro racing, then you're looking at that halo the whole time. Red Bull is not the way to go if you have pro racing modifier. Let's see what we're dealing with tonight. GG. That was a nice welcome. Somebody who can actually drive a car. That's how it can be. You have two people who know what they're doing. You can get to the finish line without killing each other. It is possible in the air. It's rare, but it is possible. Go like this, of course. Stop pushing, idiots. Just get in the line. on the inside of the corners always. Trying to push you out of corners every time. And I'm blocking. Oh, dang. Here, another one trying to take your inside. Should always be no collisions pro racing, but it is what it is. Get rammed out by the Camaros there, and then they slipstream away. That's how it goes. They push you out of corner and then they slipstream away. Not a good lobby. And some of them must be Platinum 4 or something, because we only got +2. With some Platinum drivers in front of us, but we lost quite a few points to them, so must have been that they were lower level than me. So they were probably Platinum 4, which means that's like we lose 4 points there, or at least. That's sort of how it works. Lower rank is above you, you lose some extra points. Oh, we're the last idiot in the field. I'm on your left, mate. Stay in your lane, BMW, seriously. We're again. How these people get there, who knows?
There is a thing in this car fight, probably. A bit more than I expected.
Plus 19 in our little Viper. We'll take it. Good evening, Tiger. You're a legend yet, I'm assuming? Or you're sort of taking your time as I am. Couple of hours a day, we will get there, you know, that's the principle I'm going by this season. I don't know. Let's take that thing. But all good, we won the game yesterday, so don't have to deal with Miss Linda for the next 4 years. Telling us that we suck or something. Also a new line that I'm taking there, which I normally never take. That's probably why. Get that one. We did okay in the Mitsubishis. Pretty sure there were a lot of unicorns behind us. Oh, here we go again. Highway. Another highway track. Can you please give us some new routes, Ivory Tower? I mean, seriously. It's 1 season and a half that we're driving on these same routes here. Lightning Edition, sure. Why not? What else can we come up with? CCT GT, yep. Another one which needs a bit of extra top speeds. That should go on the list, Ivory Tower. Primary Edition, sure. Koenigsegg, the KTM GT2, the Mazda MX-5, that all needs to go on the list, Ivory Tower. Needs 10 km/h more top speed in racing. You need to check your nitro as well, I think, while you're at it. I don't know what they did with the nitro this season, but we tested it the other day. 23 seconds. 23 seconds it takes to get from an empty to a full board. That is a long time. That was about 15 last season. we go. Promotion. Great. 400,000 bucks. Yep. That goes in the safe of all the money that they stolen from us. When you're a maximum bucks, that's gotta be several millions already. Over time, probably more than 100 million. About 600 points to go. And we wait. I guess we'll get ourselves a drink or something. We don't mess about in jet lobbies where you get pushed out of the air and then can't reset because you don't have enough speed. As far as I know, they haven't fixed that yet. If you get pushed out of the air, you reset with the plane, you don't have enough speed, so you drop again under the checkpoint, have to reset again, and hence and repeat, you will not be able to finish. And the collisions are on in the jet, so we don't bother with that. Happened too many times that we are now just skipping every time it's jet. So we'll wait on the next lobby, which is 3+3 tier 1, which means remote control cars, radio controls cars. In about 3 minutes and a half. I'll get a drink. I'll be right back. Interesting Alpine cars coming. I don't know. I see a lot of. I think it's idle hope if you think people are going to use other cars. I haven't tested the Porsche yet, actually. We should test that here in this lobby here. 3 tier 2, we should test the Port 928. It was already a decent car and they adjusted it now, so probably makes it even better. Yeah, there are a couple of uninteresting lobbies coming though. Here we have a drift lobby. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till it's 9:20 or something, just to be sure that we're in this lobby and not in the jet lobby. We pushed the button at 9:40 last season and we were still in the previous lobby. So I'm waiting till 9:20 now, before we go in. Okay, we're good. Maserati Hyper. Yeah, Street is also not bad. I tested the Maserati, but I haven't tested the Porsche yet. I think it's the only two, right? The Maserati in Street, the Maserati in Hyper, and the Porsche in Street, I think. Let's first change the camera for these remote control cars, because that helicopter view sucks balls. They're just about, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I find that they're doing not many cars. They need to have a good look at racing. The Koenigsegg CC GT, the KTM Expo GT2, the Mazda MX-5 Miata, that Maserati, and there are a few others which only do like 423 top speeds. If they would make that MX-5 433, and it's one of the top cars. It's small, it's agile, has decent acceleration, good grip, but it just lacks 10 km/h top speed. Of course you're freaking ramming cars. These are not the cars you want to do a door-to-door action with. People steer too late with these things. You need to steer a little bit earlier than with a normal car. year earlier release. We also have no slipstream. I don't know what they're doing behind us. Killing each other or something? What are you pushing, mate? You're fucking driving the same line or something? Oh my god. These two here with their yellow car. Another discipline which needs like no collisions. That's the fourth time now, man. That's the fourth time that you're just running us out of corners already. Get away with it every time. What a boring track for this thing. King Julian, you're a fucking rammer, mate. Great, -1. We're in the higher platinums, the bullshit starts. Finish in the top 5 and you lose points. Yeah, there was a guy off-roading, I saw that. The problem is you lose so much speed in the off-road, right? There are definitely some tracks where you can... I'm gonna start with this one. And then this one, and then this one. That's the other problem. Some of these cars are a little bit better than the other ones. And some people only have one car. So they can use the same car 3 times. Because this one was in a playlist. If they don't do the playlist, then they're not getting this one. And the other one was in level 10 main stage. If they didn't reach level 10 that month, then they don't have that car. They can use 3 times the same car. The same in rally raid. That Traxxas is not that great. So if you didn't reach platinum in that summit, you don't have that car, then you can use 2 times something else. This discipline is unfair at the moment. Because you cannot choose whatever you want. If you have the 3 cars, you need to select the 3 cars. And they're not equally good. So, like some of these cars, they're like 230, 240, and the other one does 250 almost, 248 or something. So if you want platinum in that summit, for instance, in rally raid, with the rally raid version, then you have to use that Traxxas, then you're basically screwed. Here we definitely have to jump over that wall there. Oh, of course, why are the collisions on in this thing, Ivory Tower? Why? Yeah, it's like we talked about it the other day. If you need, this thing needs a proper overhaul. This whole Grand Race business. Like this thing, isn't it? Like 233 or something it does. You have to boost to get it to 250. And that blue one does like 240 something by default. Just throw it in and then keep the throttle on, you know, it's like, but you just need to steer early, that's the problem. And then just visually see where you're going, don't watch the car if you have this camera on. Just visually look at the road where you're going. Here, see, this thing does like 240 something. without boost. Costed me all my boost. That's crap there. Now we're screwed. Definitely need blue. You need blue boost in these cars. Yeah, this thing, you see? This thing does like 250 something. Emergency jump. Alrighty. That's the end of my story. Every time. Steer earlier, man, that you don't come into that corner that late. Every time he's too late in the corner. Plus 15 plus 18, yeah, we'll get there. Eventually we will get there. We had to take the emergency jump there. That's the benefit of these cars. Even if you're in trouble, you're still good because you can always jump over walls and such. this car in the game yet for everybody? No. Just for 2,000 people, I guess. Explorer edition of the Mark 10. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I don't want to take that car. 4 GT, sure, why not? Also has no top speed, but KKR boys are here. They will be on top very quickly. A couple of macro shifts later, they will be there. I haven't checked the route as usual. If the last part is highway, which is very likely, we're pretty much screwed, I think. We're fighting for a top 10 here, I think. This lobby could cost us some points. We start on that zigzag track here again. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kinda sick of these routes. We've been playing 4 months in Season 9 on these routes. Now we have Season 10, they have not changed one single route. They only changed some modifiers. What they need to give us for year 3 is a new island and a bunch of new routes for Grand Race. Which I'm assuming will be in October. Just put the collisions up and then there is no problem. Now you have like one guy who can't take a corner and the whole lobby is screwed. Screwed, huh? One, two pushes too many at the start and we are screwed. This is a bad track for many reasons. Not only for the collisions, also for the draw bump. We have 3-4 people taking a corner here, 1 or 2 will fly out. hear the sound? My car is not accelerating at all. There's some delay on everything this season. I don't know what it is. Nitro is sometimes not working. Throttle input, it's like it's some sort of input lag I think we have this season. Look at that shit. Two people in front, you cannot take a corner. Really bad this season. Of course, yeah, of course, man, of course. Look at this, I have no steering. Car behind me, I have no steering. It's just ridiculous. It's not the car, it's not the setup, it's the system. Okay, it doesn't accelerate, you don't have throttle input. It's sort of half. 50% of what you should get. There's something seriously wrong with the servers. Notice it the first day already. Everything is delayed. Your menu is delayed, your nitro is delayed, sometimes it doesn't even work, the nitro. Meanwhile, the macro shifter's having a field day and they're like 20 seconds ahead. I see some regular names at least. So they came out of their hibernation and decided to play for season 10. Why you put me on a bike? I'm not gonna drive a bike. What are you thinking about? We're stupid, but not that stupid that we're gonna drive a bike. I saw Scoppy was driving, but he's still silver, so he's just started. He just arrived today or something, because that's obviously not a silver driver. That's like top of the legend drivers. If there would be an overall ranking where it actually matters, he would probably be in the top 10. But I see he's still silver, so I guess he just showed up. But he's driving normal manual, I think. I don't think he's using macro. Yeah, like look at that nitro bar, that's a disaster. 23 seconds, that's a long time before you have a full nitro bar. Like, look at these idiots, I mean, seriously. 90 degrees corner and they fully send it. In Street 1, I don't think that's even a cut. Through that water there. I think you're better off staying on the road in Street 1. 324, that's good enough. I think I have my gearbox on -2 or something on this car, because this car can do 330 something now. This is the new top speed car in 301, but I put my final drive on -1 or -2% to have some more acceleration. Which is still fine, because then it still does 324. Again, yeah, you have to go completely off throttle in every corner. There's a car behind you. You have like an arrow behind you on the minimap. You have to completely go off throttle. Yep, there we go again. Yep, GG. Stupid drop, unbelievable. And then you catch up, and then every time in the corner you fly out again. It's like, that's how the system works. So stupid. Of course I have to boost all that I have, because he's in a Zix. One of the fast accelerating cars in Street Tier 2. It shifts a few times. Look at that shit. Don't even have to wonder what he's driving. Could be normal manual, because it does have fast acceleration than NSX, but still. It drives away so fast out of the corner that it's usually a macro. Yeah, every tower is like, oh fine. Yeah, we know, but yeah. They know, but they don't do jack shit about it. Not their priority. Their priority is to sell vanities. And 220,000 crew credit cards, which seems to be the new trend. Is that car coming tomorrow or next week? On the 12th, I think. It's next week, I think. W Motors Finier or whatever it is. There will be a normal one in the shop, and then there will be a special edition, Radiant Edition, only available for crew credits. That's a dangerous precedent. We need to hope that nobody buys it. Send a message to Ubisoft. We'll buy packages for $20 if you give us some content, but not for one car and no content. This car is so good. It's small, it takes corners pretty quickly. Pretty good in gutters as well. Nods is fine, just lacks top speed. They make this a 433 car, then the Gordon Murray's no more. Or the Camaro or whatever. Full speed corner, it doesn't move. Brakes are good as well. $10 km/h more average hour on this car. And it will be a top car. But now it's like, yeah, what is it? 421 or something. That's the problem. Make it a 433 car and it's a top car. There's a little Miata. Plus 13. Oh great, drift. He blocked on silver? Yeah, okay. Yeah, in a way there's not much to try for. We're just doing it because it's something to do, but you just play for the red title and it's not even a good one, I think. What is it? Prime Star or something? I don't even want to put that thing on. I'll probably keep this Hawaiian Grand Tour or put the Season 1 Urban Legend back on or something. Yeah, like here, you see, you have to press 2 times OK button just to get the car. Even in the menu is a delay. There is a delay somewhere on these servers. Whatever you press. Some sort of conflict again, I think. And it's always, like with the nitro, I think it's always on the left corner. When you steer to the left and you press nitro, it sometimes doesn't work. And it's not a PC thing, because I had yesterday a guy in chat had the same thing on PS5. There's some sort of input lag or something, I think, this season. So they broke something again. Have you tested that new beta car, Tycor? If so, how is it on controller? Because on keyboard it sucks ball. I did one drift run with it, that thing is bouncing up and down. Some sort of, looks like it has air suspension. I used it in Grand Race the other day. I think it does 310 kilometers an hour. The Unicorn does 370. I mean, what were they thinking with that car? 310 top speed. Right on the limiter. And I'm just throwing it in the corner because I actually have drift settings on here. My camera is on like 20, minus 20 plus 10 or something, I think, for the camber. So I can actually throw it, but that's of course if the collisions are on and you're in that pack, you can throw it all you want, you're gonna get smashed into the wall. This thing does 370, and then they come up with a beta drift handling. That car does 310, 315 or something. But this is one of those stupid tracks. You can throw it all you want in the beginning. If there are a couple of people behind me slipstreaming, then they might even come back. Because they're doing 370 at the moment, we're doing 330. Also in a crap lobby again because this is one of those races again. I can only lose here. At least from what I can see. Silver and gold there, so it's like even if we win this race it's probably a +5 or something. And they also did something with the walls. If you tap the wall now you lose more speed than last season. Pretty much puts you to a dead end almost. Two and three are slipstreaming, so we're not in good shape here. Of course they're resetting, of course they are. Why wouldn't they? What you have with these people. We lost 15 seconds in the last bit here, I think. I think they were like 4 seconds behind when we switched. Oh, look at this, silver, silver, gold. Plus 13 for a victory. Kinda okay actually, I expected worse. The other day we got plus 8 or plus 9 I think, in similar lobbies. They definitely made it easier because last season a lobby like this that would have been plus 2 or something. Oh, look at this shit here again, it's all highway again. But you also have some weird... Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. It was a week or two before Season 9 ended. There was a Windows update. It was a whole update week. There was a Windows update, Discord updated, OBS updated, there were new graphic drivers. And since then, every time we cross the finish line, it freezes. Every time we start, it freezes. It's like it doesn't want to connect to the servers or some bullshit. But also here, when I select the car, sometimes I have to press 2 times on the OK button. First time it doesn't work. So it's like there's an input lag in the whole thing here somewhere. Here, I press it, I have to press it again. And we know my system can handle the game, so that's not a problem. OBS, we have 8000 kilobits per second, so it's fine. So it's not on my end, it's Motorfest's end. But it's annoying, like on the start you lose like a second or two, because you're standing still there before it actually starts. And that often means that you're in the middle of the pack suddenly. And in some lobbies we don't have it, so it's, I think it's server related. Oh, you see that? Like, it's 2 seconds. One thing is sure, this season is the worst driving I've seen in like 10 seasons of Motorfest. Oh, look at that. How do you think you can cake a corner like that? Idiots. But it's enough, eh? It's enough. Like 2 idiots pushing you is enough, and then the rest is gone. Idiots. 90 degrees corners to the left. The guy just goes straight. Doesn't even steer. idiots around me again who don't use brakes. Try that one slipstream. Finally. If we can catch my slipstream, we're still toasting. That's what you have with these stupid tracks. We're obviously faster because we catch them and we're in the corner section. No. Don't know where he went, but plus 15. Look at this shit again. No grip city, and then the last bit is... So you're gonna get pushed around there on the first bit, and then the last bit is highway again. SSR. Seen one or two of the SSR guys. I saw a vodka guy yesterday. After a few days, we saw one appearing. Those are like the regulars. But then the other, what is that? LFPT, a German team, I think. Haven't seen any of those. I saw SimG was doing Grand Race 2 days or 3 days in a row, so he's driving on the American servers. Haven't seen anything from Rhino yet. I think he's still in Forza. Some people came back for the season, some people did not though. This island is so bad, especially this town here is so bad. No, no, stay on the footpath. Jesus Christ! The only place where there's grip on this town is in the footpath here. Stay on the footpath. That's it. There we go. Footpath. Again on the footpath. Yep, there we go. Survive the worst parts. I don't think the Audi is a bad choice here. See, it has 4-wheel drive. There, that's also not normal. I was leaning forward the whole time. That should keep my top speed at 252 on that bike. And it doesn't do that. Imagine driving a Noble Raven. Imagine that. Maserati, boys, Maserati. Came back in slipstream with his Noble doing 500 kilometers an hour and then he flew out on the roundabout. Oh, these meta boys. Highway, let's take the Noble. This is also hopeless again, this one. I don't think there was any corner there in that last 66% that we could see. Yeah, but there is some sort of this, like that motocross, that's not normal. We come up the downhill, we're doing 252, we are leaning forward, it should keep the top speed. That's the whole point of leaning forward. Don't lose any speed. And it went down to 239 or something. So I think the lean forward is also not working. Hard bus junkie, yeah. They are around, the regulars are around. They just showed up a few days late, I think. They probably did a playlist in Forza first. And then switched to this game for the beginning of the season. Until they're legend and then they probably go back. That's what I expected. There is no content. They gave us one playlist and it's only available for... Well, actually, basically you don't have to do it. You can just wait till September and then when everything is unlocked and then come do the playlist. No point in playing that playlist now because you can only do 1/3. Didn't want to slipstream this guy. Hardly any slipstream from him. So he saved his boost for the last corner because he just wanted to win. Got you. Next time that guy doesn't get any slipstream. Mental notes you make during a race. And next time you drive other lines, so that he flies out or whatever. The tracks are boring tonight, Jesus Christ. It's again that zigzag piss pot. Oh, and then you switch from hypercar to monster truck. That is already a bad track to begin with. And the first legends are showing up. So how long did it take him? Like 4 days? Because yeah, the first 2 days people were doing the playlist and get the Ferrari, do that 1 hour race and things like that. So yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, we did a few 2-hour sessions. 2-3 hour sessions and we're already in Platinum 1, so almost. Cannot stop. Guy behind us again, we cannot stop. Well, nor could he though. We both had the same problem. Get away from the wall, stupid car. driving the grass because that stupid mud has no grip. It's not dirt, it's mud over here. You have more grip in the grass. Drive behind you and show you how you do 244 the whole time instead of 220 or whatever we were doing there. Rally, which isn't even rally, it's rally race. Come on, car, rip. Rip on the dirt, stay out of the grass. If you drive on the grass, you're limited to 220 kilometers an hour, so you want to drive on the brown stuff here. If you touch the grass, you're like 220. There is. Wonder when he was gonna come with his broken car. That's why they drive the Ogmios. Completely broken gearbox. If it's not the Ogmios, then it's the Countryman. Same story. The manual broken cars. Perfect example. He just stayed behind us, shifted up in the last corner and boosted a bit and he was gone. Because the gearbox is completely broken on the Ogmios and the Countryman. But don't make the mistake of driving it on automatic gearbox because it doesn't go anywhere. What are we doing? Chevrolet? Okay. Chevrolet only apparently. It's always risky, these new modifiers for the new season. Because then you have a bunch of people in the lobby with cars with no settings. Because they're so used to driving whatever they are driving in 3 tier 1. Now they suddenly have to use Chevrolets. That's a problem. Don't have settings on that thing. Oh, the pickup is a bit of a wild choice though. Why we slow down for the corner image. Yeah, this was, what was this? Motor Pass car or Summit car from Crew 2? Not everybody might have this car, but probably the best choice though, in this Chevrolet only level. I think our mate there is in the C7, I think, if I saw it correctly. I think likes a bit of top speeds compared to the C8. But he will catch us again in street because we're in that pickup race. Wild choice. If he's in the C8 in street, then he will catch us, obviously. We have power, but that's the only thing we have with this car. Handling is not great. As you can see. So they have to throw it in corners like a drift car, but that of course makes you lose speed. As expected, he didn't C8. Car starts sliding the whole time. That's the problem with it. There's so much power that it's just drifts. Not enough speed. Checkpoint thing is another one of those. This thing has no front-ended grip. It just slides on four wheels every corner you take. Is that the choices you make? Might cost us, but that's okay. Honestly. We take C8 at the end, of course, we are just winning that lobby, but... Meta Sweaties, that's on another channel. Not here. We drive what we find in the garage. Like now we are feeling the Renault Megane or something. Rally raid, we need a bit more choice. So the board with these rally raid cars. I think it's also the smallest discipline, isn't it? Well, give or take Demolition Royale or something, but... Yeah, I think there are only like 30 rally raid cars or so. We have over 100 hypers, over 100 racing cars. Porsches have arrived, pushing you out of gutters because they can't hold the gutter. Oh my god, man, seriously. Civic guy is a problem. Every time pushing you out of corners, every time. Fuckers! Seriously. I knew that Civic guy was a problem. Here it is again. Yeah, that nitro shit is also a problem this season. 23 seconds to get a full bar, that is a problem. If you drive an automatic especially. The Audi guy again. That's the second time he pushes us out of the gutter. Okay. Shaman? Why was Shaman pushing us? Another legend driver who has locked his silver medal or something. why are these cars in here? Like this car has no acceleration, no boost. We're out of nitro the whole time. Doesn't want to refill, and if you use it, it's completely weak. It doesn't go anywhere. We need the boost to get acceleration out of it because it doesn't want to accelerate. That nitro did not do anything. It costed me half a bar of nitro and it didn't do anything. Wheel mode, yep, that's how they take orders. Calling the Rimolas. Tell you one thing, this thing is better than the Imola, though. This is the last thing. Oh, stupid jet lobby again. It's back! What is it, like 2 hours? Something like that? Oh, it was like... because we driven at least an hour, I think. And then we had the jet lobby because I went for a drink in the previous time. Okay, well, I guess we'll do the same. Let's see what we got here. Whatever she brought. got us. A tuna club sandwich by the looks of it. Let's see what they bring us tomorrow. Custom show French cars, so that probably means that the summit is also French Revolution, only French cars probably. And we're driving loan vehicles again, wonderful stuff. The Alpine A110 Ultimate, that's a Street Tier 2 I think, and the Alpine Glow is a racing spec of the Alpine. So I'm guessing that's in a bundle. Doesn't even say. I don't think they're coming yet. Season 10 lineup. Let's see, when are these cars coming? Because we're loaning them in the summit. Doesn't necessarily mean they're in a bundle. Elite bundle, July 8th. That's tomorrow. Oh, so they're in the elite bundle. 3 Tier 2 Alpine A110. And the other one is in racing, I think. Yeah. Racing Alpine concept car. Also in the elite bundle, July 8th. And then 2 weeks later, we have the W Motors Veneer in the shop. And then you have the Radiant Edition with all kind of nitro and underglow, only available for crew credits. This is a dangerous precedent, dear Ubisoft. Asking $22 for one car, that is just being greedy. Especially when you don't give us any content. 1/3 of a playlist we get this month. Next month we will get the other third. And stories. $22 if you want to have this car. Only available in crew credits. For the special edition. The normal one will be available in the shop. But still. They did the same with these NASCARs. That was 170,000 crew credits, so it was $17. This one is 220, so that's $22. For one car. I don't know why they even try it. Well, yeah, they take a bunch of new players, we might get away with it. Because the old players, obviously, they will not buy that shit. But that's a problem. And some of these content creators on YouTube and so, they make money from this game. They will buy it. So they will have people buying it, and then they think they get away with it. And they will do it more. We'll see more of these bundles show up for 220,000 credits whenever they need money. We paid $120 for the Ultimate Edition, then we paid another $30 for the year 2 pass, we paid another $30 for the year 3 pass. Or you have to pay for the playlist, which is like $10. And now on top of that, they're gonna start with $20 cars. That's all fine if you give us a few new islands, but we didn't get any new islands. If they're charging us that much money, they need to bring us some content. Huh? That's my opinion about it. Won another title. Just by doing some grand race at the beginning of the season, you very quickly get to level 50, which means the main stage for July is also completed. Meanwhile, the script users already have 700 levels. Keep it up, Hybrid Tower, you're doing good. The last part is the Rift. Let's have a look. Highway again. No, most of it. Oh no, we start on the highway, so the drift is on the coastal road. Can't get any point in this lobby because we started in first position. Plow over the beach again with a rally car. 220. Wrong discipline once again. These are just boring tracks. There are not many good rally tracks. They're usually rally rate and then they give you a rally car which is then limited to 220. Because you're on the wrong surface. Try to keep as close to the rocks as possible. Reason being, that's less water to cross. Late unicorns. Look at all those Mustangs. Bump again. It's a great feature, Ivory Tower. Just wish that you get it fucking out of the game. Ruining every other race. Constantly need to look at that mini-map if there are like arrows around you, because otherwise you can't make a corner. So fucking annoying. This first guy macro shifting much made up there, because Jesus Christ, 4 people in slipstream, nobody catches it. You have to deal with in these lobbies. Wheel mode users, macro shifters. 4 people in slipstream and they're not catching him. He's still driving away. It's the micro shifters for you. Keep driving through me, mate. One corner I will miss, the next corner you will miss. Look at it, you have no steering, it's just they drive through you. Hoopla, flying out again. As long as this system is so broken, I don't even know why we try. Try to keep behind us there in slipstream and then drive through us and we lose control. Oh, that also didn't work. That first guy is full of bullshit, I can tell you that right here, right now. Micro shifting is awesome, I think. 3 people in slipstream, 4 people in slipstream, 2 people, that's... We did not catch 1/10 of a second on that guy. Know those kind of people. Some slipstreamers behind and the first guy is still driving away, then we know those kind of people. We know what they are doing. Cheesing the hell out of the game and maybe even cheating. Other than that, game works fine. Why is there even a balloon there, you know? Okay, the kids have arrived, I think. Yeah, one of the Middle East kids have arrived in their Lamborghinis. And we're driving on a track with no checkpoints again. Some more people coming out of the forest. There's a guy on the hill there somewhere. Keep the throttle on while you see you lose your car. That's always a good idea. Yep. Let's go all through the grass like a bunch of idiots. Every time the same bullshit on this track. And I also have a feeling, I've noticed it the other day, that they messed with the F40. The thing has no front end grip anymore. What do we lose? 4 or 5 places as usual? How that stupid track is still in the game, who knows. Reported 2 seasons again. Last season they put it in 3 different lobbies. They did not give any new routes, so we are still have it in 3 different lobbies. A whole hairpin section there with no checkpoint, so everybody drives through the grass. And then the only thing you can do is try to save the damage by catching a few of these cutters. To drive a complete different line, because otherwise you fly out of the draw bump again. Here are the cutters, cutting through the grass. That's what they do for a living. Then a few corners show up, and then they have to rely on their driving skills, not on their cutting skills, and then there is a problem suddenly. The rest is 30 seconds ahead because they also cut through the grass, as always. Well, it's not their fault, of course. This is the devs and the PR team at work. PR team telling us that they listen to the community, and we're still dealing with this track here for like 1.5 seasons now. Track with no checkpoints. I'm not sure who exactly they are listening to, but there is a tree behind there. Just remember that in time. People can cut if they can press the reset button, you know, whatever gives them an advantage. It didn't though, because we catched up with 5 of these cutters. Because then they go to the rally rate and they have to take corners, and that's not their specialty. This time it was hypercar, but you also have that lobby in racing and also in Alpha GP. 3 different lobbies where you have that section of the track with no checkpoints. Still drive hard because there are like 2-3 in slipstream behind you. That's how much they rely on that track. It's like they're abusing the cut there, and then they rely on the slipstream to come back on the hyper part. You can see the 2 white arrows behind us there, on the bottom of my screen there. They're not that far behind, and they're driving in slipstream with 2 of them. But that should not be a thing. Should not be racing those cutters through the grass. You don't want to stay on the track. It's 20 seconds. What stupid grass cut is 20 seconds. And I checked the Discord in season 8. It was reported by several people. It's 2 seasons ago. What are we driving? Sports cars. Yeah, like in this lobby we don't have that freeze. This is completely random, that shit. Idiots, that's all. We escaped on a couple of dead rides there again. If some of those dive bombers hit us, then you're suddenly in 8th place position or some bullshit. Yes, macro shift your way, mate, or manual shift, whatever. It's also this new Lancia, same story. Also a manual car. Time to shift, mate. Shifts. Shifts a gear up and then boost. See the difference? Suddenly a 50-meter gap. hell out of me this season. Look at this shit. Suddenly we have extreme oversteer, understeer, because there's a guy right behind it. Yeah, whatever, bitch. I'm using all my boosts to get rid of this guy. Manimal boys. Sneak up in your slipstream and then they're gonna troll dump you out of the corner every time. Plus 14. Look at these tracks. Can we get some corners? Feels like we've been driving straight the whole day. Oh yeah, let's try that Porsche. Totally forgot about it again. They've adjusted that thing apparently. So we'll have a look. would mainly like some acceleration. So maybe they gave it a bit more oomph. And it lacked some top speed as well, I think, so they probably gave it some more power. I'm assuming it will be a 390 car now instead of a... I think, what was that thing doing? 375 or so, I think, before. Maybe 84? 384 like the Ferraris? And the old Porsche? Maybe. I don't think so. I think it was 375. I haven't driven it yet, so I don't know. Well, we will know very shortly because it's highway. See if it can do 390. .387. We gave it a bit more top speed, but still not enough. The Ferraris and so are doing 390. It went up from 375 to 387, so it definitely improved a little bit. But we're going left, mate. I don't know about you, but Jesus. It improved, but it's not good enough. Come on, mate. Forward. Straight forward would be nice. Okay. Definitely improved. But if you're up against a bunch of Ferraris in front of you, they drive away, because we're still lacking about 6-7 kilometers an hour. 14. Look at this road again. 3 corners at the end. That's it. Oh, it's stupid night rain. Survival of the fittest again. This track, hypercars, too fast for some people. Nighttime, people can't see. Survive the first corner and survive the bridge. On the resort over there. Then we will see. That's where the race starts. And either you're with it or you're not. That's what this track is. Oh, this biker thing here, another one. That needs 10 kilometers an hour. Yeah. You can easily bring up like I don't know, maybe 8 cars or so that needs to be adjusted in racing. Sort of survived the first corner. Now we still need to survive the bridge. It's going to be a problem. This guy is coming through the grass already. Okay, well, there was one in our way. I have another view pushing Imolas in. Telling you. Okay. Get me out of this lobby. Get me out of this fucking lobby. I don't know how many points it cost me. I don't care. Freaking meta sweaties with their Imolas, they think they own the whole world. Every time the same shit. Stop driving that car like you think it's a freaking meta car, because it isn't. For obvious reason, it understeers like crazy. It only has strong NOS. That's the only thing it has. Take a corner next to an Imola, you fly out because they cannot take a corner at high speed. Always the same shit. But they're all driving that shit car. Let's see, where are we? Halfway? No. So we need 150 points here and then 300 in Platinum 1 and then we are there. So we gained about 200 points. A bit more I think today. So probably another day or two. I'm also gonna have to delete my parts sometime because I don't think I've deleted my parts yesterday, so it's gonna be wonderful. Yeah, that's pretty clear. 103. 85, wonderful. Oh, for God's sake, Ivory Tower. Can you please add the yellow parts to that multi-scrap? Then we only have to press 10 times the button. Because there are 10 disciplines in Grand Race. We would have been done by now. It's about 10 buttons that I had to press. Select the discipline, put them all in multi-scrap and scrap them. How hard can it be? Talking about this thing here. Here. Green, blue, purple. They need to add yellow there. So we can delete them all at once. And then we could move on to the next discipline, but no. Now we have to go look to see if there are yellows and then delete them manually. And the menu can't didn't use any cup cars. $47 up. That's another 12 times you have to press the button. This is one of these things that annoys the hell out of me. Because we know people have been asking for this, right? So it's like they know it. We have asked it several times. But no, there are some cry kitties out there who are afraid that they're gonna lose their yellow parts if they do that, and that's why that yellow button is not there. But then when you go to the mailbox, then there are suddenly yellows that you can delete. So why can't we do it in the mailbox and not in the inventory here? I mean, look at this. 74. It's 57, it says. You can do the calculations. That's 27. 27 that we have to delete manually again. How many hours did you play Motorfest? Well, 3,000 hours. And how many hours did you actually play the game? Well, maybe 1,800. The rest we were sitting in the menu, pressing buttons to delete parts. Yeah, that's an extra 10-15 minutes every day. And you can't just let them send to your mailbox, because if you do that, then the game crashes. Because then your mailbox is full, then there's a good chance your game gonna crash. Because the system can't handle that. So yeah, you have to do that. You have to delete them from time to time. This is from 2 days now, because I didn't delete them yesterday, but still. 27, that's another 6 times that we have to press the button again. Yeah, that's the reason. We know it. We talked to Fergus. We've been there. That's the reason why that yellow is not in that multi-scrap. Because there were some casual kiddies, they were afraid they were gonna push the wrong button and then lose their yellow part. Just pay attention, eh? I'm pretty sure you can do that for 5 seconds, pay attention. But that's the problem nowadays with the newest generation. They have the attention span of a mice or something. That's another 12. Oh, it was 27, then it's 2. No, it was 12. It was 37. $17, $15. That's another 2 somewhere. Yeah, rally is always the worst. Boat, planes, helicopters, jets. No, didn't use any of that. We didn't do those lobbies. Let's see if there's anything in the mailbox. Seems to be clear. Okay, good. Always part of the daily. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Okay, we'll do a summit tomorrow, and then afterwards try to fill up this rank maybe, and then Thursday or Friday we do the final platinum, and then by the weekend we should be legend, and then we can freeze the game and do whatever we want. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave it at this for Motorfest, and probably also for this stream. Makes it easier. We will be back in a few minutes. With this one. But we'll do it in separate streams. Episode 11 of Escape from Tarkov. We'll be back in a few minutes. As for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in a bit.